What's up, guys? We're back out here today. In today's video, we're going to be building a well house over our well that we got dug earlier this year. Our well is 117 foot deep, produces well over 20 gallons per minute. It hasn't rained in over 6 weeks. We have 3 houses that work off of it. We haven't had a single problem. And also the water is crystal clear with no smell at all. So it's a really great water source. Right. And all we're going to be doing today is basically getting this thing ready for the winter because it doesn't have anything over it.
Right.
So we have to build a well house over it, and we'll show you guys the process.
Yes, sir. Not easy digging up here. Yeah. That's all in our way. Right there, it's all over. Use the other end.
Chewy, man, look at that. We got these 4 posts set, and we got these 2x4s put on here. Now
Sure.
The next thing we're going to do is get some 2x4s to sit right here, and then we'll cut this middle board out so we have a place to build our door, and then we're going to slap some pickets on there.
All right, we got one on. We're going to do the other one, but after we do this, we're going to build the roof and then put the pickets on the outside.
And we do got to
Siding.
wrap all this stuff in heat tape too and
Yes, sir.
insulate all this. So.
Right, all these pipes here, stuff has to be insulated, heat tape. That way it don't freeze at all this winter.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so the first thing we're doing is pipe insulation around this pipe here.
Get all these pipes covered, and then we're going to wrap them all in
Heat tape.
That we'll do that first, and then we'll put the insulation over them.
Right.
And then we're going to wrap everything in plastic, the whole outside structure, and then pickets.
Sure. So we got all the pipe insulated down there and the heat wire on there. Now we're wrapping it around the pressure tank here. We're also we could put a heat lamp in here as well to keep it from freezing and insulate this, so there's no way it'll be able to freeze in the wintertime.
We got all that heat tape done. All that's pretty much as good as we can get it, basically.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to take this plastic sheeting and go around this whole thing before we put our pickets on. And that'll just keep any wind from blowing in there.
Yeah.
And then we're probably going to go on the inside and do some insulating too.
Yes, sir. Just put a stick on it. They just tack it on the picket will hold it too. So what we're gonna do is put it on like this, guys, and then just cut the tops off with the Sawzall or whatever. It'll just be quick and easy that way.
Chewy, man, look at that.
Yes, sir.
We got the front and back wall completely done. And the reason that we can't do the side walls is because we're building a gable roof on it. So the side walls will have to go up even with our framing.
Right.
So we're about to get started framing the gable roof. It's the next day out here, guys. We went ahead and insulated this thing, and we got one of our rafters over there marked for our pattern. So we just got to go over there and get some more cut. We got all our rafters cut and our ridge board, and we did get all the inside wrapped with plastic. So all we got to do is nail these rafters on this ridge board and then set them on there.
Sir.
We got all this roof framed. As you can see, one thing that I did want to mention is normally you would use a 2x8 here because you always step up, but this is just what we had laying around. We didn't have a 2x8, and it's just a well house, so it doesn't really matter. But next thing we're going to do is put our fascia boards on and then put these end rafters. We got this roof completely framed up, got our fascia boards put on and our end rafters. Now what we're doing is we're just taking pickets, putting them up in the gable walls, and then we're going to cut them off even. And then all we got to do is finish this roof framing and build our door.
Sir.
Chewy, man, look at that. We got this fascia board put on both sides. And for the soffit, we're actually not going to be doing any soffit. We're just going to come up and close this gap in. Now we just got to do that other side.
All right, guys, as you can see, we got all the corners trimmed out and the fascia boards on. And the next thing we're going to do is build this door here and then trim out these seams right here. All right, guys, take a look at this. We got the plastic on the roof. We got 3 layers of that 4mm plastic, and we got this door on here. For now, we just got to put a handle on here, and then we're going to start putting our roofing on.
Yes, sir. And for our roofing, we're going to be using the pickets. We're just going to lay them flat and then trim the seam. But
Yes,
that's
sir.
why we put this on here, in case any water gets back there. It's just
Right.
going to shed it right under
Yeah,
those.
there's no way this could ever leak. This is completely sealed right here with this plastic.
Right, and it's not cut at the ridge. It's seamless over the top of the ridge like that. So that just helps us out. And then we're going to put these pickets on here. And then we got to trim out a little board right here on the fascia board. But
yes, sir.
This thing's coming right along and it looks really good.
Yes, sir. This will be good and should last forever. So I'm going to get straight to work getting this roofing on. Chewy, man, it's coming right along.
Yes, sir. We got that roof completely done, and we're trimming out this fascia, and it's going to be done. We got that door put on, got the hinges put on it. Everything's coming right along, and it's pretty much done.
Yes, sir. This is what we're going to be doing on the siding for the pickets, because they will shrink a little bit. So we're going to put this trim here.
Just little batten strips in here.
Yes, sir.
And that's just going to close off all the seams, and we're going to do the same thing on the roof here.
Right.
Just to cover all our gaps, because we know that these are going to shrink up a little bit.
Right, and we probably will come back and Thompson water seal this.
Right, once it dries out a
sealed.
little bit, then Thompson water seal it where it can't shrink no more and it don't get water damage or nothing like that. It is treated lumber, but Thompson water seal would just help it a lot.
Yes, sir. All right, guys, as you can see, we got this thing completely wrapped up. We got it completely trimmed all the way around. And we got our door that functions right here. We got to get a handle for it, but other than that, it's completely wrapped up, insulated inside. So it's not going to freeze or anything like that in there. And we also, as we showed y'all before, we got plastic wrap all the way around it on the roof and on the walls. So that'll keep all that wind out. And then on the roof, it'll help it seal that so it never leaks inside of there. But that's all the time we have for today's video, guys. Leave all your thoughts and comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.